corridor, tourist hotbed, and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome everyone to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UCF's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Golden Knights took down the Bulls, perhaps by the horns the last time they met, and won the war on I-4.
Yeah, UCF feels like since moving to the Big 12, they're starting to recruit better players, and I think that was the difference the last time these two teams met up. They just seemed to be bigger and stronger when the game was on the line.
And obviously, the war on I-4 is awesome, and this is a good rivalry game that's kind of budding, but one thing you talked about speed, Palmer. In the state of Florida, you have speed, and UCF has a...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bulls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, but like...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught in the backfield, it's Norton. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nimrod. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USF! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knights want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burke. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They just keep firing. Oh, he makes the catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long.
Ucf.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Knights! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy.
Brown will throw it.
Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Singleton. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Norton. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match. Fiery and feisty. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. Fellas, so much intrigue when UCF and USF face off. Let's get things back to you.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it? The war on I-4. I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary Boulevard, these two schools do not like each other, whether it's the Bounce House or Raymond James Stadium. The war on I-4, baby, that's where it's at.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Jukes his way for more. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Brown will throw it. Looking left. Got his man. Touchdown Bulls. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll ride his man on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jackson will throw. The sure hands, it's Nixon. They stop him just a leak or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll keep it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Stops the clock and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burke. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. A little screen to the running back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. The war on I-4 hits the passing lane and goes west to Tampa as the Bulls get the best of the Knights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.